Hello my beautiful friend and welcome back to another daily video. Ubisoft! It's been a while since we talked about Ubisoft and there has been some development. Let's immediately dive in because there is a lot. Everything that I'm going to show you is by Insider Gaming. I will link everything in the description box down below, so let's go! Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time remake cancelled. Good. Good. I love the Prince of Persia series. I grew up with the 2D games, then went into the 3D games, and then, of course, into Sands of Time, the trilogy. And it was amazing. I just love them so much. Everything after that, yeah, that's forgettable. Especially whatever happened to the remake. I mean, just look at this. I mean, he looks like a drunk Turkish dude who thinks he's the shit. And he comes with his auntie because he needs a chaperone. Yeah, this is the aura that I have from these two. This is what I see with the redesign of the beautiful prince and princess in the game. And of course, she's immortal according to the leaks. Because she's not allowed to die, as this would paint her as a weak person. No, but doesn't really matter. Again, we have a lot to talk about, so we're going to talk about this one. Also, in a moment, I forgot the order in which I have these articles. I'm sorry. Ubisoft forcing full return to office for employees. So everyone has to go back to the office, which also might be something in which they try to get rid of people. So, because some people just can't go back to office full time because of children, because of people they have to take care of, be it someone elderly, be it someone sick or whatsoever. And they went into these jobs knowing, okay, I can at least go a little bit of home office and so on. So, yeah, that's a thing. But do I understand this? Yeah. Do I like it? No. Moving on. Ubisoft's new operation model features 5 creative houses. So, oh yeah, now you also saw me down there in the article. Unlike other times when I basically go in blind, this time I had to read a little bit through these articles because, again, there are a lot. And in some of them, that's just duplicate things. Ubisoft's new operation model features 5 creative houses. One we already know, that is Vantage Studios, that will take care of, what was it? Rainbow Six, Far Cry, and Splinter Cell? Was it? No, wait, we will see in a moment. Ubisoft has announced that its new operating model features 5 creative houses supported by a creative network. So basically, what Capcom is doing. For those unaware, Ubisoft has just announced a major restructure to the organization, with the new model focusing on open world adventures and native experience, so this is games as a service. This has led to the cancellation of the Prince of Persia remake and several other titles, which we will talk about in a moment. Moreover, several studios will be closed and layoffs are expected across the company. Check out how the new model will function below. Ubisoft's 5 creative houses are built on a decentralized model. As revealed in the latest press release, the new operating model for Ubisoft features 5 creative houses and will start from April 2026, so in about a little more than 2 months. Wait, we're almost at the end of January, February, March, April. Yeah, when it's start April, so yeah, February, March, and then it's time. It is supported by a creative network that will provide development resources, shared core services, and a reshaped HQ. The new decentralized model will lead to 3 significant changes. Firstly, the game development and go-to-market functions will be combined for a gamer-centric approach, and they will be fully responsible for brand development, content strategy, and editorial direction, which makes sense. So it's not like Capcom. The new creative houses have been shaped by distinctive genres which are led by high-profile, incentivized teams with a unique set of expertise in those genres. Lastly, the teams will have full financial ownership and account for economic performance. Okay. Ubisoft's creative houses has been divided by genre. The first creative house is the newly formed Vantage Studio, which will work on Ubisoft's largest established franchises, aiming to turn them into annual billionaire brands. I also have this article in a moment. Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Rainbow Six. Oh, okay. Creative House 2 will focus on competitive and cooperative shooter experience, The Division, Ghost Recon, and Splinter Cell. Splinter Cell is not competitive, but maybe cooperative. Will they make a co-op mode for that one? That would be interesting. The third creative house will be centered around live experiences For Honor, The Crew, which they killed, Riders Republic, Brawlhalla, and Skull and Bones. Yeah, how is that one working for you, Ubisoft? Creative House 4 will feature immersive fantasy worlds and narrative-driven universes. Anno, Might and Magic, Rayman, Prince of Persia, Beyond Good and Evil. Yeah, where is Beyond Good and Evil 2, Ubisoft? Also, while we are still here, wait, where was it? Rainbow Six. Yves Guillemot, CEO of Ubisoft. What happened in the hacks? We still don't have anything coming from you. We still don't have any information. That is not good. But yeah, the last and final creative house will be dedicated to casual and family-friendly titles. Just Dance, Idle Miner Tycoon, Catch Up, Hungry Shark, Invincible, Guarding the Globe, Uno, and Hasbro. It's just Hasbro. It's not Monopoly or anything with whatever they still have. It's Hasbro. Okay, first of all, I do like this restructuring. How they are doing it is the problem, because they're throwing in a lot of their employees into cold water. They're throwing a lot of their employees out on the street. On top of these, Ubisoft is working on 4 new IPs, including March of Giants. The division of these IPs across the creative houses will be revealed at a later stage. Okay, moving on. But first of all, again, I like this, and please don't mess this one here up. I still want to see good Assassin's Creed games. I'm still scared of Assassin's Creed Hexe. But yeah, while we're at the topic, Black Flag Remake likely delayed by up to 1 year. Good. Good. Very good. I want to see this. This gives them time to bring in the modern storyline back. I've talked about this so much. And I'm still standing behind that one. We need the modern day storyline. Ubisoft has published a document earlier yesterday, bursting with information regarding an ongoing restructuring effort. Unfortunately, the release also came with news of layoffs, cancellations, and delays. The Prince of Persia remake has been shut down. Good. And according to a somewhat vague statement, the Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag Remake has likely been delayed up to a year. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag emerged in 2013 and is still widely considered one of the best games in franchise history, because it is. It plants players in the Caribbean at the height of the pirating buzz, giving them a ship, a crew, and a couple of assassin's blades to boot. It remains unsurpassed in some areas, and the nature of the remake has been one of the most talked about topics in gaming for years. I mean, we can ride on these waves for such a long time because the ship combat, oh my god, the ship combat, it inspires inspired, it made Skull and Bones. Ubisoft made Skull and Bones into the Skull and Bones we have today, but it also inspired Odyssey's ship combat. It was so good. They just had to keep it like it is and just tweak it at some points. There would have been enough, but no, that is never enough. The new release published today by Ubisoft seems to contain critical information that fans who are waiting for the Black Flag remake will mourn. No, I'm really happy about this. In parallel, the group will allocate additional development time to 7 games in order to ensure enhanced quality benchmarks are fully met and maximize long-term value creation. This includes the unannounced title initially planned for fiscal year 2026, so up until the end of March this year. That has been delayed to fiscal year 2027, so March 27 is the latest point. From what we know, the Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag Remake is the only game that fits the criteria. Information published exclusively by Insider Gaming last year stated the project was set to be released this March, before the end of fiscal year 26. This game also remains unannounced, which further aligns with the description above. Okay, yeah, moving on again. Ubisoft's new model will focus on open world adventures and gas native experiences. Dude, whoever came up with this, just say games as a service and not gas. This is just like Sony PlayStation's, what is it? PlayStation Super Scaling Resolution, PISA, the PSSR. PISA. This is the same thing. Now we have PISA and we have gas. What is this? Do you not think about your wait, is acronyms the right one? I don't care right now. Moving on. Ubisoft has announced a major restructuring. Oh yeah, sorry. According to a recent press release, Ubisoft's significant reset has been prompted by a more selective AAA market, increased competition in the shooter genre, and the challenges publishers face in creating brands amidst rising costs. This has resulted in a new value creation model designed to make Ubisoft a more gamer-centric organization structured around creative genres. Let's remember this one in the future. The revamped Ubisoft model focuses on open-world adventures and a game-as-service (GaaS) approach bolstered by targeted investments, deeper specialization, and cutting-edge technology. This advanced technology includes accelerated investments in player-facing generative AI. You immediately lost me there. I mean, you also lost me on focuses on open world adventures. I never want a Prince of Persia game that is open world. I never want a Rayman game that is open world, because I also dearly miss Rayman. If I could play them today, I honestly have no idea, because I can just see them as in back in the day, and my taste in gaming has changed a little bit since the early days, since the olden times. A new Rayman would be great. Just make it funny, just make it enjoyable. But yeah, Yves Gilmore, the CEO, has announced that the company will shift its focus to a new 3-year roadmap aimed at achieving cost reductions. Okay. As a result of this decision, several games will be cancelled, multiple studios will be closed, and layoffs will occur throughout the organization. Moving on. Ubisoft wants Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Rainbow Six to be annual billionaire brands. Okay, I still have to pull up another article now that I see I accidentally closed it. I'm sorry, but we will talk about that in a moment. Scaling beyond all recognition. I see what you did there. It's not FUBAR. It's not FUBAR. The new press release published by Ubisoft isn't all doom and gloom. but there is a fair bit of it wrapped up in the 7 pages of the document. For instance, it was confirmed, midway through the document, the talk turned to the creative house ecosystem that sits under the wider Ubisoft umbrella. There are 5 creative houses at Ubisoft, each positioned for a different purpose. The first to be revealed was Vantage Studios, which has the privilege of leading the development of the company's biggest franchises. Dude, Yves, if you need help with Assassin's Creed, I will help you. I still love Assassin's Creed. I want to see it become good games again. And I can also help you with... Wait, where is it? I already forgot. Let's just see. Splinter Cell. I can help with Splinter Cell. No problem there. What was it? No. I mean, Prince of Persia, Beyond Good and Evil. I remember back in the day, my second girlfriend and I, we played Beyond Good and Evil so much. We loved that game, man, because it is such a good game. Good story, good soundtrack. It was enjoyable. But yeah, Prince of Persia, again, I will make this game so popular, it will spread faster than an STD in a Turkish harem. Just think about that. Where was I? The mission statement for Vantage Studio was detailed. Vantage Studios is focused on scaling and extending Ubisoft's largest and established, this messed up my brain for a moment, franchises to turn them into annual billionaire brands. Yeah, whatever this means. That's a bold and very ambitious endeavor. But they're also backed by Tencent. So let's just wait and see. Ubisoft wants these franchises to make $1 billion a year. To put that into perspective, it was suggested in 2024 that since launching in 2016, Rainbow Six Siege, it was launched in 2016, had generated approximately $3.8 billion in revenue. Holy crap. Estimates suggest that Assassin's Creed has earned Ubisoft just north of $4 billion in the last 10 years. However, there's ambiguity at play here. Does Ubisoft mean brands that make $1 billion annually, or does the company mean making them brands worth $1 billion that release new iterations annually? Oh, please don't. Please don't. This will not work. This will absolutely not work. The latter certainly feels more of an easy accomplishment, but it's tough to see certain franchises hitting the mark. For instance, Far Cry, which hasn't seen a new game since 2021, and that release just wasn't the commercial hit Ubisoft might have hoped for. Yes, obviously it didn't, because Far Cry is also... what was the last good Far Cry game? Was it 3? Or was it Primal? No, Primal wasn't that good. It was fun for a while, but it also had issues. I haven't heard so many people talk about Far Cry Primal, by the way. Huh. There might be a reason for that. Yeah, again, I'd rather have really, really good games once every 2 or 3 years in a franchise, and then making them a bunch of money because there are good games, instead of, yeah, let's just make annual games and hope that people are going to buy them every time. So let me just quickly pull up the other article, because that was by VGC, and we have it here. Was it this one? No, this is also that. It was this one here. I'm sorry, but I'm also going to put both articles in the description box down below. I just want to stretch this video any longer. So, Ubisoft said it will still focus... Oh yeah, this was the gas announcement. This means the Prince of Persia, the Sands of Time remake, has been cancelled, as well as 4 unannounced titles, including 3 new IPs and a mobile title. The identity of the sixth game has not been clarified. Ubisoft also announced it was delaying 7 other games to ensure enhanced quality benchmarks are fully met. So, this is very important here. 7 other games and 3 new IPs. First of all, what they have to do, before we go into that one, I forgot this one here. Prince of Persia. To the Prince of Persia community, we want to share this with you directly. We've made the difficult decision to stop development on Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time remake. Again, we know this is deeply disappointing. At this point, no. The game carries enormous meaning for fans and for the teams who worked on it. Yeah, it does. While the project had real potential, with mods, we weren't able to reach the level of quality you deserve. And continuing would have required more time and investment than we could responsibly commit. And we didn't want to release something that fell short of what the Sands of Time represents. Prince of Persia as a universe and a legacy continues to matter deeply to us, and this decision does not mean we're stepping away from the franchise. Good. Thank you for your passion, patience, and love for Prince of Persia. The Prince of Persia team. So, yeah, this really, really important. Also, this might have also been something which, whatever they're doing with the delays and so on, because of the rise in RAM prices and everything, because they know that people are not going to be able to afford good PCs anymore, that consoles are going to be more expensive. I mean, just imagine a more expensive Switch 2. That would never happen, wouldn't it? But yeah. The other thing here is, and I love to go back to this interview from the Battlefield 6 devs, where they said that the majority of people do not have the minimum requirement that Battlefield 6 needed, and they still played the game. If you are not aware of, developers are also working with the development of, okay, in 3 to 4 years, whenever we are releasing this game, the market with PC parts will look like this. We will probably have the 6090 from Nvidia. We will have the next generation AMD cards. We will have the next generation of processors, and so on and so on. This is not possible anymore. Sven Winke, the CEO of Larian Studios, you know, Baldur's Gate 3 and the Divinity game that is coming up, has also said this. They cannot work with this anymore. This will change games inherently thanks to AI. We will not see what these people have planned to cook for us in the future. They will have to cut down their work, which is bad, obviously. So the other thing here is also, again, Ubisoft is fully aware of that the majority of people don't have the minimum requirements for the games yet. We have seen what happened to Star Wars Outlaws. We have seen what happened to Assassin's Creed Shadows. And that's absolutely not acceptable. Absolutely not. But what are your thoughts on all of this? Please leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section down below. I am keen to know what you have to say. And while you're here, please remember to do all the things that make the dings. Why? Because that way we can build a bigger community and talk more video game news every day. And by that, I of course mean like and subscribe. And if you want, you can share this video with your friends. And please turn off YouTube's restricted mode. Otherwise, have a great day, my friend. Stay fantastic, stay hydrated. And I will see you later today with Resident Evil 7. We are finally at the DLCs. We are going to finish, what was it? Forbidden Tapes? Forgotten Footage? I forgot the name of the DLC. Doesn't really matter. We're going to finish those and probably start the next DLCs, the narrative-driven ones. And yeah, otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow with the next video. That was a long outro, I'm sorry. Bye, bye, bye.